All right, we are going live on YouTube, and of course, this is the On the Hunt podcast, and we are doing a pregame show. I believe this is the first pregame show we've ever done. We did a draft show a couple months ago. This is a pregame show, so we're going to take things nice and easy here for this pregame show. Obviously, Kansas City and Detroit coming up at 8:20 tonight on NBC. Make sure you're tuning in for that. But before we go any further, I want to say good evening to my brothers on the screen. We, of course, have Bobby Bless. Bobby, how's it going?
Man, what's up? What's up, y'all? Man, it's going good. The whole reason why I act like I do is for days like today. Night like tonight, man. Man, it's just, I got all this Detroit Lions stuff around this house and stuff. This is why I do it, right? This is what it's all about. I'm just glad I'm an optimistic fan. I mean, I'm a optimistic fan because I was a pessimist for a long time, man. Let's just feel like man, it just feel like we getting everything we deserve, man. But I'm good, brother. How about you, Nate?
How's it going?
Man, it's good. You know, like I say, man, you had the excitement. The excitement is high. I got my pregame drink. I got my pre-show shot. So if everybody know what time it is, you know, it's.
I'm with you, Nate. I'm with you,
hey,
Nate.
Hey, you know what it is. Hey, see a shot, take a shot. So this is what we doing. You ready, Bobby? Let's roll.
There you go. There you go. That's how you know it's a party. It's officially a party now. See, I don't drink, so like for me, I'll just go have some apple juice, I guess, at some point tonight. But anyway.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, living life on the edge. Oh,
that's right. That's right.
Hey, say he living on the edge.
I'm
living the vida loca.
I'm going to grapple with the apple. That's right. Anyway.
Hey, Elijah be on the screen talking about some, hey, Macarena,
right.
Macarena. Hey, Macarena.
Yeah, it's not going to be a sight that you want to see. That's for damn sure. Hey, we do have a lot to get to tonight. Let's get to the injury news right out the gate. It came down literally like an hour ago, I want to say. Travis Kelce, tight end for Kansas City. You'll see him, but he's going to be on the sidelines because he is not playing in this game tonight. And unless Vince McMahon makes some type of entrance in the middle of the field and gives Chris Jones a big old thing of money, he ain't playing either. So that's your top two players. I should say two premier players for Kansas City who will be out tonight and not playing. Just real quick thoughts on that, fellas. For me, I wanted to play Kansas City at full strength because I don't want anyone to have any excuses tomorrow when we beat that ass. But that's just my personal opinion. Let's send it down to Nate. Nate, this is a situation. They got two guys out. How much of a factor do you think that'll be when they still have Patrick Mahomes?
Well, just for a quick FYI, Chiefs last year played without Chris Jones. They were down 24 points to the Texans and put 51 on their head. So, I mean, Chris Jones, for all the impact that he is on the defensive side of the ball, is not going to be the guy scoring your points. So unless you Patrick Mahomes, sorry, Chris Jones. Yeah, you can be disruptive. I think that's going to benefit our running game even more. So if you got David Montgomery like I do in your fantasy league, the perfect time to start him. So you want to see those goal line touches, you know, those 20-yard in touches. So you want to see that. Hopefully Frank Ragnow and those two guards, Jonah Jackson and Vitae, can be really, really, really impactful right there. Travis Kelce, though, is the big one. We know that's the big one. Mm-hmm. You know, we seen when they didn't miss a beat when they lost Tyreek Hill because you still had Travis Kelce.
Right.
So right now, they've got Noah Gray, Notre Dame, and then some guy named Buddy, whatever the hell his damn name was. I think I don't know. Something Bell. It wasn't Tatum Bell, so that's the only thing that really mattered. But other than that, man, like I say, would have loved to play these guys at 4 string so we can actually see where we are. But all it's about is getting the W. You know, we've got the respect of the league. We're the first game of the NFL season. And it's split 50-50. You know, actually, I take that back. I think the Lions, since Travis Kelce has been announced that he's not playing, I think the Lions are the favorite.
Okay.
What? I didn't see that, but I didn't see that.
I said I think. Don't quote me now. I said I think. Keep in mind, I did just have a shot of tequila.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Well, and
I agree.
And just to add to what Nate was saying there, you know, I did see, because I've been trying to catch the new Undisputed to see if I'm gonna like it or not. I know they got like a whole brand new show essentially. I did see that almost all of their commentators were saying Detroit's gonna win it. Not because Skip Bayless posed the question to Keyshawn Johnson and said, you know, do they have a shot? And Keyshawn Johnson's like, well, as in a shot, you mean they're going to win this thing because they're going to win it tonight. So, like, that was different for me, because usually I'm hearing people say it's going to be close but no cigar. But here they're saying, no, they're going to win this thing. So,
right.
Like Nate said, it was kind of split down the middle, which is nice to hear. It also makes me a little bit nervous, but that's the old Lions fan talking to me. And I just
don't trust them. That
PTLD.
quick.
Yeah, that's right. PTLD. That should be a shirt. PTLD. That should be a shirt. Bobby Bless, your thoughts on the two injured? I shouldn't say two injured, because one of them's not injured, just he's got hurt feelings because he's not got the money. But Bobby Bless, Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, they're not playing tonight. What do you think about that?
We talked about it in our pregame meeting for the show, but I have no problem with it. You know, if the Chiefs, they are already a championship team, as we all know. They know they can't win it in week one, so let the man rest. And I don't feel bad about it or nothing like that. It's about time the football guys turned our way for real. And to be honest,
they still got them zebras.
Exactly. And to be honest, it'd be different. Like I was telling you in the meeting, Elijah, it'd be different if this was college football and they pick who's gonna be in the tournament in the goddamn room. No, these boys decided on the field. And as we all know, one or two games be the reason why your ass at home at the end of the game. So at the end of the season. So shoot, oh well. I hope they get well soon. Get well on somebody else, but not on us. That's it, brother.
So let's talk a little Lions side of things here and what we're looking for tonight. By the way, if you're watching right now, it looks like we got a bunch of people watching, so I appreciate it. I know the fellas appreciate it as well. Leave us a comment. That way we know who you are and we can interact with you a little bit while we're going live. I would certainly appreciate that. But as far as the Lions situation is concerned, obviously Isaiah Buggs, he's not playing. That's more of a coach's decision than anything else.
But why are you crying like that, Elijah? Why is he crying like that, though, man?
I won't say he was crying. He did put a statement out that said right after that, again, we don't know. This is what people need to realize, that when an athlete puts something out, it does not mean that it's instantly about his team. They're still regular people. So he's got boys, he's got family, he's got people that are close to him. So what people love to do, they love to be the first ones to report a story. Like, it wasn't nothing cryptic. It was, the only thing he said was, relationships change, blah, blah, blah. That does not instantly revolve into football. It could have been something that, from his family point of view. Like, he's still a human being. So what we have to do is stop trying to diagnose or pre-diagnose what a tweet means. Like, just let him be human. And that's one of the biggest problems about people that are fans and sport writers. They always want to be the first one to report something.
Yeah, hot take, they call it. They call it a hot take.
Yeah, my bad. They hot take. But what up, Doshan? I see you, boy. But let him be human for a change. It's like, no, I can't have a regular life.
Right. So I agree with everything Nate just said. As far as my personal opinion is concerned, if it does, and this is a big if it does have something to do with the team, I mean, I could see where people think that, and I could see why he might be feeling the way he's feeling, because if you look at it, Isaiah Buggs has done nothing except for what he's been asked to do since coming onto this team. So when you know that, here comes this huge opportunity to play on national television against Kansas City, first game of the season, you find out you're not playing, I get it. I could understand why he wouldn't be happy about that. But again, as Nate just said, we don't know. So I don't want to speculate, but if you're asking me my personal opinion, how could it be an issue? That's what I could see. But again, it's an if, not a fact. So
right. And like I said, and the way the coaching staff is, and like Dan Campbell said, the one thing he did say, hey, everything is judged off of tape. Mm-hmm. Basically.
Thank you, Nate. I was gonna say that too.
Basically, what that mean is
the eye in the sky.
I don't care what you did for me last year. If another guy is coming in and whooping ass and doing what he need to do on tape, that's what we gonna roll with. Because the objective is to win games, get to the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl, and shock the world. So that's what we here to do. So hey, if you get beat out because somebody's playing better, then guess what? Like the song says, step your game up.
Best man won.
Step your game up.
That's exactly.
Let's not forget the fact that last season Levi was injured. So Levi's not injured. So if you have the option of putting Levi next to Aleem McNeil, which is why you drafted those two fellas together, one right after the other, why would you not want them both out there?
Right. You got your run stuffer and you got your pass rusher. So, I mean, if he's healthy and the way that he supposedly has performed in training camp, the way he did during the preseason, where they're like, he's finally here. Like, we finally see the burst, the hand techniques, all this, making the quarterback uncomfortable. I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say real quick, Elijah, is that when someone say it's the tape, that's almost like the most evenest out. Like if you can tell me, hey man, Joe Biden ain't such and such for president or that, look at the tape. Okay. It almost even it out. It makes sense. Like you know what I mean?
I wouldn't use slow-mo Joe.
We are gonna end up on the wrong side of YouTube on that one, my friend.
Yeah, but
you ain't lying.
Bobby's my best friend. Like, oh hell no, you're not.
Hey, listen. I wouldn't even use slow-mo Joe.
Yeah, but make a long story short, man. When someone say look at the tape, that's like showing your work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like if someone say look at the tape, if it ain't about analytics all the time. That's what I tell people. Like me and Nate, we done fought wars with them damn number crunchers about that kind of stuff because
damn number boys.
Yeah.
Calculator boys.
Okay. Yeah, calculator boy. Yeah, that's that dude that made the rise. But make a long story short is like the tape don't lie. It's the eye in the sky don't lie. If that tape is always on you, you can't hide from it. So for him to even bring that up, for Van Campbell to say the tape say, that's like, go look. I'm letting you know, go look for yourself and then you see why. The tape, the tape protect you from being biased on a certain thing. You might just want the guy to come out there year after year and keep a streak going with a broke back for no damn reason type stuff. All that shit is over with. You know what I mean? It's now it's the tape don't lie. So if you ain't the best man for the job, you ain't. Hey, we don't need you tonight. But Dan Campbell also said, hey, I'm not sitting here to tell you he can't get back in good graces. So the ball's still in his court. He still got his $4.7 million. I don't really think it's nothing to really look at, but Mr. Buggs in the mirror. What have you done wrong besides sending weird ass tweets? So That's about it.
So as we shift this focus here, I want to remind you to like, comment, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. By the way, we're up over like 420 subscribers, which is crazy because last year at this time we were at like 60. So we appreciate everybody supporting us.
Yeah, we
are on our way to 1,000. That's what we're trying to get to. That's our first goal anyway. So if you can subscribe and help us out, that would be greatly appreciated. But as we shift focus here to the Lions that are playing tonight, I want to open up with some of my thoughts, fellas, and then we're going to toss it around the room, okay? So this summer, the only thing I really wanted from my Detroit Lions was for them to draft 2 players, Jahmyr Gibbs and Hendon Hooker.
Talk your shit, Elijah.
Say what? Yeah.
Talk your shit.
But like I said, those are the only 2 guys I wanted. I had already made it up in my mind. If we drafted those 2 players, I was going to be satisfied. Because to me, I wanted to have the running back of the future, somebody that everybody's going to be looking at going, how do we stop this guy? And that to me was Jahmyr Gibbs. I've been on him since he came out of high school, when he was at Georgia Tech, then when he went to Alabama. And to me, and this is just with my own eyes, okay, with my own eyes, he is the best college football player I've seen since Calvin Johnson. So to me, that's high praise, number 1. And number 2, this is a kid who has continuously lived up to all the hype people have given him. So I'm very
excited. Tapes. We keep receipts. Hey, look, we were using receipts before Dion now. We keep receipts. Keep receipts.
I was very excited when we got him. I was also excited when we drafted Hendon Hooker because what I wanted was if Jared Goff took a step back, if he ended up not being what we thought he was going to be, we'd have the future. Well, then Jared Goff started, having a great season last year, obviously finished it out very, very nicely. And now we're in a position where it's like we have an abundance of wealth at the quarterback position because we also have Teddy Bridgewater in that room. And so for me, I've been happy with the Lions this entire offseason. They obviously went out, they retooled that entire secondary. But tonight is that night where judgments and decisions will be made. Because you've got people who are not in this thing for the long run. And if we lose tonight, they're going to flee. And you got people in the long run, people who are in it for the long run, like Nate, Bobby, Reggie, me, the diehards who are going to be here regardless. But what I want to see tonight is I want to see us take this opportunity and make a statement to this league that we are here to play. And I will say this is the first time we're going to see a couple of these players because they did not play in the preseason. Jared Goff didn't play any in the preseason. He takes the bubble wrap off tonight. The only thing I'm concerned about with Jared Goff, is there a rust factor with him?
He don't have no gloves, so we should be all right.
We should be all right.
Don't even get me started, boy.
And let me tell you, I believe in Jared Goff, okay? I was not first on this train. Bobby was. So I got to give Bobby credit on that. But I am trusting in Jared Goff so much so that I'm in one fantasy league. Not that that really matters to many people, but I'm in one fantasy league. I got Jared Goff starting. I have David Montgomery starting as my running back, which I'm curious to see what he looks like because we didn't see him in the preseason either. And then in my flex position, I have Jahmyr Gibbs. And oh, by the way, in the later rounds, I went ahead and got Jameson Williams and, stashed him on the bench for whenever he comes back in. That's how much I believe in this team. So my point is tonight, what I'm looking for is let's make a statement. And the only thing I'm really concerned about is Patrick Mahomes against that retooled secondary, because he is one of the best to ever do it. Like, no disrespect. He is one of the best to ever do it. And if you're going to test out your secondary and see where the problems are, he's the guy you want to do it against. So I'm a little concerned about that. And just in general, the players who haven't played since last season, how much rust will they have? Those are my two things that I got for you. And I'm going to say it right now. Fear Jahmyr, because I think he is going to have a big game tonight.
I need you to copyright that right now. Bobby, that's going to be our new t-shirt. So we want to go ahead and get with Cassandra. And that's going to be one of our new t-shirts. I want to have that in the store.
I will
I'm
get
serious.
working on
No,
that. I will get working
What's
on that.
what's the name of what
Fear
was it?
Jameer.
Fear
Jameer.
Jameer. Hey,
Gonna be good
listen.
tonight.
Before any, like you said, we keep receipts. Our stuff is always stolen.
September 7th, 2023. Hashtag
Hey,
Fear Jameer. Let's go.
at 7:03, it's 7:05 right now. Elijah Winfrey put out the phrase "Fear Jameer."
That's
so
right.
we definitely, hey, we know we got our free JMO again, y'all. If y'all don't know, now you know we got free JMO t-shirts. We got our On the Hunt podcast t-shirts. We've got our Beckett t-shirts. We got listen, check out that studio. Grab some merch. You will not be disappointed. But yeah, but that Fear Jameer, I like that.
See, I thought you would. I thought you would. It's kind of like Bo Knows, but a little different spin on it. So Nate Rucker, I'm gonna toss it over to you, my friend, and then I'll have you toss it over to Bobby. Nate, what are you looking for tonight? What are your biggest concerns, if you have any?
Right now, I really don't have any concerns. What I am interested in is to see just how much better Aiden Hutchinson I got, because there's been a considerable body change, and Aiden Hutchinson is his lower body. They say he's squatting more. He's more. I hate to say this, not using the guy. No, okay. He's fuck. They're just saying that he's faster, he's stronger, his lower body, he should be able to, his stamina and everything should be the same. Aleem McNeil has chiseled out a lot of that baby fat, converting a lot of that into muscle. So he should be a lot more faster. So what I want to see is the amount of pressure that we can put on Patrick Mahomes so that secondary, that retool secondary, can get a couple of picks. So I want to see how many turnovers can this defense force tonight. Can we make Patty Mahomes uncomfortable enough so that we can take the ball away? That's what I want to see. Bobby, what you got?
I want
Elijah, you're going to hell.
Yeah, take his ass off the chat, man. We're gonna cut your mic off.
All night long.
but make a long story short, I want to see if they can continue the efficiency, especially with the running game. We got a good line. We got 2 new running backs. It's hard to it's hard to believe if you told me right now that we was gonna be done with Swift and Jamal Williams this time last year, I wouldn't have believed you. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see how they gut that running back room basically, and then see what these new dudes look like. And I'm interested to see if Jared Goff against a really good team like Kansas City continue his streak of not getting interceptions. Right now, he has thrown the 5th most passes in NFL history without an interception. It's interesting to see if he can continue that going. I'm interested to see that secondary. We split a lot of money in that secondary, and the best way I could think of to show what we got in that secondary is putting it against Pat Mahomes. So I'm sitting here looking at that, make sure we spend the money in the right spot, and that's pretty much what it is. And I just want us to end up having more points than the other guys, man. That when it comes down to it,
don't take it down yet. Leave it up.
I don't want no style points and none of that kind of shit like that. I just want to make sure we just have more points than the other guy and put this W in our bag. That's for real. That's honestly, because they all count.
I definitely agree with Bobby though. He's right. We gutted that running back room, and tonight's where it either looks really good or you have people question it and go, well, what did you give up? Why did you give it up? We
got rid of the guy with the most touchdowns in the league, man.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I got faith though. Nate, it looks like you're taking us on a field trip.
Well,
mission slip sign.
Well, of course, right now. So look, we're gonna do a quick impromptu. I know this.
Well, you breaking up real bad out there, big dog.
He's gonna do a quick impromptu freeze. That's right.
Yeah, you breaking up bad out there.
Well, hey, he'll probably pop back in as I'm talking. But again, folks, we got a lot of people in the chat. We greatly appreciate it. So, hey, make sure you're leaving us some comments. Actually, looks like Nate lost signal, so he is out of our room here. So hopefully he'll pop back in. But Bobby, you and I were talking.
Pop back. Yeah, he will.
This is a big moment for the Lions, obviously being the first game of the season. Not just on, opening weekend, a primetime game with everybody else. No, we're the first game of the regular season. That's exciting. The league obviously viewing us differently. And I know Jared Goff is your guy. And like I said, I believe in Jared Goff. I'm hoping that he has a huge game tonight. I know the last time that him and Patrick Mahomes did battle, he had a big game. He had a huge game. In fact, it was like one of the best Monday Night Football games ever.
Yeah, it was a straight up shootout.
One thing that is interesting, though, Jared Goff, throughout his entire career, he has never played at Arrowhead. So you know how crazy Arrowhead gets. How much do you think that's going to play into our success tonight, the crowd noise there, Bobby?
Oh, I think it's going to play into a lot. Jared Goff, from what we was told, has full command of the offense. That's that scenario, that situation, that's how, you want a guy that got full command of the offense. It's going to be loud. It's pretty interesting that we got guys that we don't have a lot of turnover on offense. So there is a good chance that they are all used to Jared Goff cadence, hand signals, all that stuff. We got Frank Ragnow. He's pretty good at reading the defense. So it's all about them being locked in. And what Hard Knock showed us before, man, them guys is locked in. So if they can continue to do what they normally do, I think they're gonna be all right. Go ahead, Nate. You said what you want to show.
Dog, listen, I don't know what happened, but so what we doing out here, down the street from the house, and we have a couple of Lions guys out here. And I want to show you what they got going on in his yard right now.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
You're gonna have it on the projector, huh? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That is awesome.
So,
good job, fellas.
Like you say, yeah, y'all know, hey, we on the hunt. So what I want you to do right now is gonna be something new. Give me your score for the game. First of all, put your name out. Tell them what your name is.
Oh, my name is AJ. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna go Lions. I think we got 35.
Damn, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll give him 28. 35, 28 Lions.
All right, big fella, what you got?
I like AJ already.
He said, I like AJ already. All right, we chilling over. Slide over. Who you going for the Lions? You going for the Chiefs? All right, hold on. We got another. What you got? First of all, tell them your name first. Cam.
It's gonna be 42-28 Lions.
42-28.
Cam. All right.
All right. What you get?
I'm KB. I think we got 35-28. Lions scored last minute.
All right.
Oh, okay. That's typical Lions too.
Oh, what are you listening? I'm spread. I got it at 6. Spread is at 3.5.
So as y'all see, right now they getting next.
Up in the head like 4
Hey.
touchdowns. Jamar Gibbs in the head too.
Damn. Okay.
Get everybody together for me, Nate. I want to tell them my score prediction.
Okay, what you got, man? Okay, so what's your score prediction, Eli?
All right. So are they all in the same area?
Nope. Hold on. He's coming back. So we finna flip back. Give me a second.
Because you and Bobby already know, because I told you guys a few weeks ago.
All right, so tell them what your score prediction is, Eli.
All right, fellas. So first of all, I love all of your predictions and I love your setup.
Yeah, feel that.
Second thing.
Okay.
I got the Lions winning tonight, 45-21.
45-21.
I got 45-21.
KC 3? Yeah, I guess they down Kelsey. Who else is out?
Chris
But
Jones.
see, I had that 3 weeks ago. 45.
Right. Well, yeah, like I said, that was his score. That was his prediction from 3 weeks ago.
All right, yeah, I can see it.
And it's going to be hashtag Fear Jameer. Make sure you get
He
that
said,
up on that screen.
so
Hashtag
actually, his new
Jameer.
slogan, what he came. So when we talked about, we do a prospect watch everything. So this was the only guy here who predicted the Lions would draft Hendon Hooker and Jameer Gibbs.
Really,
He's been on Jameer Gibbs for a whole year.
I like it.
Since you've been on the podcast, but he's been on Jameer Gibbs since high school. So, but during our prospect watch, he talked up Jameer Gibbs, he talked up Hendon Hooker, and lo and behold, yeah, they became Lions.
I didn't think they was gonna take Hooker. He's a little bit older, ain't he?
He's 25, but when you think about learning curve, you think about Jared Goff ascension, and you want somebody that's already mature.
Yeah.
You're scared about an older quarterback looking at longevity, but what you don't have is the rookie wall. So that's the big part to look at.
The experience played a lot of part. Okay.
But hey, that's an awesome setup. Y'all enjoy the game out there.
We're checking in from the On the Hunt podcast show. Hey, look, these are my neighbors, and they ain't even know we get down like this. But y'all go ahead, y'all go to YouTube. If y'all go to YouTube right now, y'all will see yourself on there. Go ahead and put in Elijah Winfrey, ELIJAH.
Nate out there spreading our legend, Bobby Bless.
Man, he out there
Winfrey, WINFREY.
And
I might have a special guest as well, but I gotta push my backdrop back for a minute. So I'll be right back. I might have a special guest. Hang on.
You got to he about to go get Slinky Dog.
No, it's not Slinky Dog. It's somebody else.
Uh-oh.
Uno momento, my friends. I'll be right back.
So look, we're gonna do him a favor. Since he's watching the show right now, let's let him see himself. Look at it. Look.
Hey, I like that bucket too, man. I like that.
He like that bucket.
Too. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we keep buckets. So make
sure
you, man, subscribe to the show, man. We do giveaways, t-shirts. We got free JMO t-shirts. We got I got in the crib, free JMO t-shirts. We've got an online store for our podcast show. It's On the Hunt t-shirts. Everything you want. So that's what we talk about.
I got my special guest in here. He's got to lean down a little bit, but we got Don Desbaugh. We got Don Desbaugh in the room with us tonight. He's
welcome, Don.
I'm exhausted. I had a whole sub and broke me into this stuff. I got to babysit you tonight because, I'm not saying anymore.
But see, he came to my house to watch the Lions, and he wears red. Come on now. But hey, I told you we were gonna get him on the Hunt podcast at some point.
Yes, you did. You called it.
He's a Broncos fan. He's a Broncos fan.
You called it.
And Elijah, he's commemorating the 50 team that was, the 1950 team that was like the Indiana Hoosiers.
Broncos.
Bobby going to hell.
1969.
There you go. Want to make sure that you're in camera, my friend.
No, I just don't do that.
Well, Donnie's gonna be watching the game, but I promised I was gonna get him in here real quick and embarrass him. So
all right,
you're all set, my friend.
Go Lions! I hope they win tonight.
Hey, 45-21. That was my prediction. 45-21. Lions win.
No, it's gonna go down to the last 3 minutes. Mahomes got the ball.
Okay.
Lions defense will step up, kick a field goal, and win the game.
All right, that's what Don Despaugh's got.
Yep.
Again, Don Despaugh, host of Licorice Pizza here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you check that show out. That's all about music, by the way. All about music and the different artists. And of course, he's out there with Slinky. In a blue dress tonight in honor of the Lions. Cassandra's got her Lions shirt on. We're all Lions here in the Winfrey household, as you would expect. Fellas, before we do any closing remarks, any other points that we did not hit on?
No.
Oh yeah, man. I wanted to, and I was talking. Remember, I work at Walmart. I talk to guys about football. That hostile environment. A guy was telling me Dan Campbell is the kind of coach you want for that kind of environment in KC. It's just his mentality. he said even if he say off the wall stuff, you want a guy that got a little bit crazy in him in that kind of scenario. And that made me think about like how like button up our guy Caldwell was. And it's just that it's different ways. It's different ways it's different coaching styles, but the main thing is that the players gotta like you. So that's why I wanted to say. When you gonna go out there and play hard for somebody, you gotta believe in the coach to win this kind of game. That's all. You gotta believe in the coach to win this game.
Okay.
I certainly agree with you, Bobby. And I know that, Dan Campbell's the kind of coach these players will run through a brick wall for. So hopefully tonight, that certainly comes into play. I mean, obviously you got Andy Reid on one sideline, Dan Campbell on the other. Dan Campbell wins this one. There's going to be a lot of talk about Dan Campbell. Even more talk, I would say, because he takes down one of the greats to ever do it in Andy Reid. So we'll see. By the way, I just got to give a shout out to Luna, who is joining
who's acting a straight monkey. Like, please.
I tell you what, though, Slinky does the same thing. Like the days of them just, coming on camera and just being nice and behaved, those are over with. They're long gone. Because
they're about to knock the whole mic down. She wants to bite the mic for some reason.
Hey, Slinky does the same thing at the radio station, and sometimes you can hear it on the commercials if you listen closely. But anyway, my friends, hey, it's almost football time. This has been a lot of fun. We hope that you've had fun watching us and commenting on the different things with us. Obviously, we got a field trip that we weren't even planning on. That was pretty sweet. But tonight, 8:20, that's when kickoff is. Until then, I know you're probably nervous, but listen, just remember, it's Lions football. At some point tonight, okay? Remember where you are. Take a second and just enjoy the moment, okay? Because this is huge for our franchise. And I got a feeling tonight is going to be a great night. Again, Fear Jameer. I want to go closing remarks here. Bobby Bless, what do you got for us?
28-14 Lions.
Whoa, boy.
That's it. I done said enough. It's time for them boys to get out there, man.
Bobby, real quick, what are you eating tonight?
Chili, man. It's been cooking for about 2 hours. It's getting to the final stretch. And I got a margarita in the freezer, man. And I'm off tomorrow. So.
There you go. See, that's how it's done. That's why he's the #1 Lions fan. Mr. Bobby.
Shut up, Elijah. Oh my God.
Nate Rucker. We got that. I'm trying to remember what you said earlier. That lower body stamina all night long. Right? Nate, closing remarks, my friend.
Elijah's dirty, man.
Right now, I'm trying to battle Luna, but
you battling Elijah too.
Man, 35-21. Lions win. I look for David Montgomery to have a big impact, especially on that goal line. No Chris Jones is going to be huge. So we don't have to worry about Travis Kelce, which is Patrick Mahomes' security blanket for years. So right now, I think we should hopefully be able to take advantage of that. They still got Mahomes, and they still have Andy Reid. Outside of Bill Belichick, that is the coach to worry about. Dude, one of the best football minds. When I think of football minds, I think of Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, Mike Martz. Those guys, when it comes to football minds, are scary. So I'm hoping that we do what we need to do. Start the season off on national TV, 1-0. Hopefully win some people a lot of money on their parlays. And we rolling out. And Luna, I guess yeah.
So hey, yeah. For me, I hope to the good Lord that they've got Aiden Hutchinson mic'd up tonight, because I got a feeling the first time that he sacks Patrick Mahomes, and I think he's going to do it multiple times tonight, just saying. I think the first time he sacks Patrick Mahomes, he's going to look at him and he's going to say, "Call me Gator," because Gator don't play no shit. That's right.
Oh, God.
By the way, again, Fear Jameer. It's going to be a great night of football, and I hope I hope the Lions come out and back up all the shit I've been talking for the past 6 months. But again,
We all been talking.
45, Chiefs 21. That's what I got for you. I'm going to go watch some football, and I hope you guys will too. So for Bobby Bless, the #1 Lions fan, for Nick Bunker, for Reggie Funches, and for me, Elijah Winfrey, be good to yourself, be good to others in that order. Go Lions. And
Go
hey,
Lions.
Arrowhead just became an extension of